Cyberbrainer is an online training platform designed to help individuals and teams learn the latest technologies and become certified professionals, producing a comprehensive learning experience.
If a person is going to move from one location to another location, obviously there might be some changes in the cost center as well. Correct. That is what this particular task deals with. This particular task deals with changing all the organization assignments, which you have over here. And this will be common for any change up and higher assignments, which happen. So you will have change up assignments, by default for any higher or change up transactions which are going to happen. This will be more like clear default step, because your cost center has to be assigned or they need to be reviewed and edited. If that is any change of transaction, that is what it's all going to be drilling out. Clear any questions over here? Alright. The next one, assign collective agreement. Not sure whether collective agreement is going to be applicable over here. Collective agreement, in a nutshell, is going to be more specific for EU. So if there are any kind of agreements, labor agreements, and laws and everything, that is when this is going to be applicable. So even over here, if you see only the criteria, says country with collective agreements. Alright. So if I go to the relevant actions for this, it is going to list the list of countries over here. Like I said, it is more for EU. So in Europe, you are going to have Austria and Mark Rindler and France, Germany, Norway, everywhere. So it says over here location in the country is going to be any of these. Only then this step is going to get triggered, which is the assignment of collective agreements. Like I said, it's more for EU, not for not America. Next, is there a proposed compensation change? Is there any compensation change involved in this particular transaction? Because a person is going from 6 and France is good in New York, he may have one more or one less component, based on the city that you are going to be working out of. Because the compensation usually changes based on the location there and you are going to be working out of. And the like. Right here is where we, as a worker and employee, not initiated change or etc., 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 all these. Because contract workers may not be eligible for this. Only a regular worker is going to be eligible for this. And we have over here the group as comp partner. Next, if I go over here to the next one, Works Council, it's more applicable only for Germany, France, Belgium and few other EU relevant countries. So you may skip that as well. I don't want to get into that. Again. Next one, manage business process for worker. Only if there are cancelable events. There's just a simple check, which we usually have, but you can just ignore it. Because it's just not going to do anything at all. It's just going to view all the business processes. There are, for the worker, any pending ones in progress once, just going to be reviewed by the HR partner. Next, pay group. We saw over here about compensation relevant changes. Appropriately. Any compensation relevant changes is also going to be, or it's going to have, a one-on-one relationship with the pay group level assignments as well. So once if there is a change in the compensation, your pay group may also change. You may ask me why? Because you may be initially part of, say, a US pay group which is only for San Francisco. And you may have some local legislations which are going to warrant a change in the pay group as well, because probably if you know the laws in the US, every state has a different pay group pay cycle and some states, like California, may have different pay cycles. Other states may have a different pay cycle. And you may want to have something. You may want to move from a bi-weekly to a monthly pay cycle. So all that is going to be determined by this. So if there is a change because of this location, if there is a change in the pay group, this action will also be triggered. And again, this is going to be only if, based on this particular criteria, you have over there all the setups and everything. That is work, pay, owned one. And next you have, like the country has a pay group or if the position is going to be changed. This is something which is given at a custom level, because they do not want to unnecessarily change the pay group. If he is going to be moving within the same country, so probably because your pay group has all been set up at a country level, so you do not want to have any changes done. So that is effectively what it is, but you can find it the way you want it, based on your organization requirements. Next, update your time-offs. Definitely see. I want you to look at this from a more business process perspective, because if your person is moving from one location to another location, I need to ensure that this all is absence. Balances that are accumulated is also more to the new location, because each location may have a different set of time-offs accumulation rules than everything. Certain states could pay you more number of leaves per year. Certain locations may have lesser. The holiday calendar is going to change, so many other changes are going to happen. That is what is determined by this update. Time off request. And again the time off plan, transfer plan. It is all the same. Both of them are going to be one or more the same. Any time off plans which you have in the next 1 month or so, future ones. That is what this is. And next one, transfer balances, all the leave accumulations which you had, all that is going to be coming in. Next, assignment of a UK payroll. We saw payroll good pay, group ID, and this is going to be specific only for UK. If you are going to be based off of UK. And then user group assignments. We will see this on Monday when we get to that. Maintain employee contract is going to be only for the contingent workers only, not for the regular workers. Next, this is also change order for contract workers, because if you know how a contractor works, every employee or every contract worker is going to be turned to a specific contractor ID, which is going to be the ID of your contract. So that is effectively where this comes in. So create a change order and all that. So in the change benefit election. So what is going to be changed? Benefit election is different. Different states or locations may have different benefit plans as well, based on the location area, your convenience. So if that is any change over there, that is going to be done. Next, change superior supervisor organization. If your organization is going to change, if your supervisor superior organization, all that is going to change, your entire hierarchy is going to change. All that is going to happen. Alright, and again, if you are going to move from one country to another country, then should you have any kind of an onboarding done for this? Because if you are going to come in, as if your model change from one location to another location, and if you are going to be an SXPAD, then you may have to have some I-9 processing done as well. Because if you were going to say, for example, if you move from New York to the other side of USA, to California or San Francisco, you're going to have a new I-9 process set up as well. So all that will be part of your onboarding business process. So, in a nutshell, this is how the entire onboarding, change your business process is going to look like, and this is as close as it could get to a real-world scenario. Clear on this and all these steps? When you take a look at them today, just try to look at them through the lens of a real-world perspective. That's how I would go about with it. Clear. And activity for you today is, use this change on for global modern services, load it, and what I would say is, have all these steps assigned to an HR partner or a manager. That is much better. Let's not get into any other roles. HR partner or manager. Yes, business process. Copy your link. And initially, when you do it, don't have such a big, long list. Try to start with 2, 3 steps and then expand it, and again. This is for global modern services company. So I would want you to